Hey gents, I don't like to skip a beat when I'm out on the road, and I read an article today that I wanted to talk about, and so putting on my industry hat and giving a little bit of perspective on that. There's a GQ article by Cam Wolf, and it's called Combatant Gentleman has a lot of angry suitless customers. So I just wanted to dive a little bit into it because I am one of those, I'm not suitless, but I am one of those customers who have purchased something and have been waiting almost 365 days for it. I think it'll be 365 days next week. I do find the article fascinating because I see them as one of the companies to watch. I've purchased their suit in the past, and there's a video on my channel where I unbox it. I was impressed by the quality to price ratio. Fit was a little bit of an issue, but that thing's pretty solvable. But I do think they're a company to watch. They do have some made-to-measure options, and they have an in-house tailor, and so they're a brand that's trying, and they're really focusing on price and customer experience. First we'll talk about is building a company is hard. The CEO has been very transparent, and there's been delays like this for similar products. I mean, I could think of a dozen Kickstarters that have gone through similar things, so let's talk about each of those. Their fate might have been sealed with these scaling issues very early because they were compared quickly to the Warby Parker of suits. They're trying to deliver suits for as low as $150, and that's really unprecedented within this space to give a high quality suit at that low of a price. And so they got a lot of customers very quickly, and then they have issues scaling up production and manufacturing. The GQ article, they talk about how they even have Italian sheep, and they've got their own Chinese factories, so they're really trying to own the whole part of the supply chain and the process, which is difficult, but it does give them economies of scale, and it does give them ways to save money in different places and compete with these big brands like Joseph A. Banks and Men's Warehouse. Also, just from a personnel standpoint, the customer service people that are required, the CEO has been very transparent as to, they just hired 9. They said this in the article, they just hired 9 the past few weeks, and they're trying to get to a higher level. I do have to say that I've contacted them a few times about my order, and they've been responsive. They can only give you as much data as they are provided also. So there is a little bit of a challenge there, but from a building a company and a CEO standpoint, there are companies that are shuttering, closing down, going bankrupt, and it wouldn't be unheard of if in the next 18 months we were to lose J. Crew and Joseph A. Banks and Men's Warehouse were to start to flounder a little bit more. I think the merger with them has been very fraught with challenges. You're seeing that directly in some of the recent earnings. They're so big that it's tough to have a personal connection with there, and so Combatant Gentleman is really one where you can develop a relationship with a brand and you can continue to go to them for years on. So they're starting very young and they're trying to grow to that size. I think it's well known also, some of you might have directly experienced delays with Kickstarter and other products where you pre-order, and then the companies that are new to this can't exactly get the manufacturing right. I've personally ordered the coolest cooler. I've also had the Mellow sous vide machine on order for like 2.5 years. That's been really tough. And so they're going through what these companies start to experience once they get a little bit of size, is that it becomes harder to fulfill these big orders and these processes. And so it's tough to scale these companies. Like I said, I have ordered shoes from them. I ordered from their Cap Toe collection, which was on July 26th. My original order was placed. I still haven't gotten those, but if you look at the prices of the shoes, I mean, it's like $60 and $70 for, I got a pair of driving loafers and I got a pair of their double monk straps, and so they're extremely low prices. They should be high quality, and so they're still trying to get to that point. And I think that my conclusion to this is essentially, I would give them a chance. I would let them continue to try and build up. Maybe if you're ordering a suit for a specific event, don't rely on them. You can, if you just need to get a suit, go for them, try them out, give them the shot, and then give them a little bit of leeway because they are trying to scale. They do offer their wedding service where you can buy a suit and then you get it a month in advance, but maybe don't try that one because they are having some of these issues. But I think it's worth to give a young brand a chance and trying to get there. Now, I have no association with Combatant Gentleman. I bought a suit from them in the past, and I bought some shoes. I like to call myself a menswear enthusiast, so all the companies I cover on this channel are typically these smaller companies that are starting to grow and starting to build their size, and I just think it's worth having extra choices out there. And if we start to jump and abandon them and give them, be very negative upon them, then that will only hurt their reputation and their ability to grow going forward. And then that's one less menswear company that will be able to offer us great products at great prices that we can patronize. Look, there's a lot of bloat in the industry. I think it's worth supporting these small players, and so I will get off my high horse, but I just wanted to talk about a great article by Cam Wolf in GQ. I'll link to it below so you can go out and read it. Thank you for putting up with the difference in visual and microphone. I thought that was pretty cool over on the side there on top of my hotel, a little garden area, and just didn't want to miss my Wednesday industry video because I like to get these things out there and spread the knowledge that I have to the best of my ability. There you have it, gents. I will try and take a look at Combatant Gentlemen again once they start to get their sea legs a little bit and give another verdict, because it's been about a year since I ordered one of their suits. Let me know if you've had an experience with them. I know that I've gotten comments in the past that people have been happy with them, and so I'd be interested to hear one way or another. If you're also waiting for stuff, hey, let me know down in the comments below. You can also reach out at @_Kavalier on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you're signed up for my latest giveaway. You can go to my Sprezza box video, which was my most recent one. They're giving away 3 Sprezza boxes in the past, and that's open worldwide, so I'm very excited to have that as a thank you. And I got a pretty cool giveaway coming up for August as well, so always working on cool stuff for you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Share it with anybody you know who either had a bad experience or you might want to have get something from Combatant Gentlemen in the future. Until next time, gents, this is the Kavalier.